Viewers, it's playoff time. Welcome back to Buxton 2.0. Yes, welcome on back. Nothing more needs to be said in the intro. We're in the playoffs. Somehow, magnificence, that word. Somehow, we're in there. We're playing away at Barnet, who have won, same as us basically, 4 of their last 5. Their only defeat was against us at their place. Dixon, Turner, Cook and Stewart all scoring in this one for us. Nathan Lowe was sent off. And I know he is back from a ban. I thought he was still banned for this game. He's not. Extra time, penalties if needed, but it's such a huge game. And we have made just the one change. Bell comes back in the place of Stewart, and we're putting him on as a poacher from the start of this game. Bit of a risk, I know, in the playoffs, but we'll see what he can do in that role. So we've got Murray, Jones, Stevenson, Collier, Scott, Need, Dixon, Blasic, Gray, McCoy, Turner, Cook, and Bell. McCoy, Collier, not 100% fit, but they're good enough. Bell can play up to 75 minutes according to the physios before the game. So we're trusting him in from the start. Of course, scored the winner last time out against Grimsby to put us into the playoffs. Such a huge game. Let's go and take pressure off, you know. We were not expected to be here. It is complete overperformance from us. Barney in their 4-4-2 also. The board wanted mid-table. You know, we weren't expecting anything else. Season preview had us in mid-table. So we've already achieved more than we could ever dream of, really. But with that result against Barnet just 3 games ago at the Hive, you know, we've got to be riding highs. The cross comes in towards Needs, who heads just wide of the post, and a very early warning sign for Barnet that we have come to play. Mowat with a free kick, and Seller responding in kind, you know. A couple of early chances, plenty of highlights early on here. Gray back to McCoy, goes back to Scott instead of putting a cross in. Scott to Gray. He finds Collier into McCoy, knocked down. Turner Cook is fouled, and we have a penalty. 6 minutes into the game. Who's taking this? It's Blasic. Come on. Crucial goal from the captain, just his 2nd goal of the season. It gives us the 1-0 lead. 7 minutes into this game. It's a very early goal. I thought the keeper was going to save it, but from that angle you can see how good of a penalty it is. Right in that bottom corner. Mowat's now with the free kick, trying to respond quickly. Scott heads clear. Turner Cook can't bring it under control. Murray Jones claims it though very, very well under a challenge. He now takes his time with this. Rolls it out to Scott. He goes to Needs. Into the feet of Bell. Blasic. Out for Dixon, who's got plenty of space. He tries to flick it on there for some reason. It might have been a bit too high for him to bring it down. Collier winning the ball in the air. Dixon. Gray. McCoy. Oh, how has he missed? That is a huge chance for 2-0 from Jordan McCoy, and he should have hit the back of the net there. There's a save from Bettinelli, which started the highlight. No idea what happened. Turner Cook to put the ball back into the box. Dispossessed, and now potential counter-attack from Barnet. Players streaking forward, but Needs wins it back. Turner Cook to McCoy. Can he find a cross? To the byline. Puts back instead. Blasic trying to get to the area. He's hit the bar. Oh. And it's cleared out for a corner ball. Let's encourage. This is very, very promising from us. Stevenson with a corner. Keeper claims it easily. Nobody in that area. Quickly looks downfield towards Palmer. That is the end of that highlight though. We've only played 20 minutes so far, and this has been ridiculously good already. McCoy has a knock. He's a gashed upper leg. He probably could play on with that, but we will take him off for Norris. And I just realised we've got a dugout on there again. I'd like to change that. Needs into the area space. He could hit this. It's not a great shot. Easily cleared. And now Palmer has a bit of space. A couple of men over there now. Gilk switches play to Christodoulou. For Fahey out wide. Scott wins it off him. Plays it to Norris. He clears downfield. Turner Cook won't quite get there. Palmer wins the header. Blazic to Gray. Gets it back off him. He looks forward towards Turner Cook, who again isn't going to get there. Ball cleared downfield. Palmer to Fahey, and it's 1-1. And Murray Jones probably should have come for that. It's not 1-1. Flag is up for Fahey. I'm not so sure about that one. Not so sure about that one at all, but we will take it. Sterry with the throw-in. Cross towards Gilks. Stevenson with the mistakes allows him to run off him. It's his first goal for the club, because of course it is. It's just a throw-in to Fahey. First time back to him. Just swings across it. And Stevenson just caught napping at Gilks. He's on the run. Finds a bit of space. And it's 1-1. And that's a free kick right in the edge area. Nothing comes to that. Okay, fair enough. It looks like we will go in at half-time 1 apiece. I don't know what to change that one to. Scott out for Needs. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. Gray to Bell. Beats his man and keeps running. Finds Norris in space. Norris holds one up. Can't find a cross. But Bell now brings it down. Needs to Gray. And we've hit the bar again. And we really should be more comfortable in this game. Keep going. We will find that winner. We're going to switch Bell back to an advance forward. But I don't think we make any changes at this point. What do we change this to? We'll stick it on the visualizer. I don't care that much. It's normally the league table. More focused about what's going on the tablet than what's actually happening in the game. And with 25 minutes to go or so, we will look at making some changes now. Dixon off for McConnell. Stewart on for Bell. That is all 3 changes made. As it stands, we are heading towards extra time, which is the last thing really that we need when playoffs are in such short span of time. With 10 minutes to go, do we go more attacking here? Let's go for a winner. Let's demand more. Let's go very attacking. Can we find the late winner? We've dominated this game. Hack it with a throw-in. Gilks. Of course, there's a chance of us losing this, trying to win it. Vigo, what a tackle by Collier. Gray to Norris, can't find Stewart. Scott wins the header. Gray out to Norris, back to Needs. A couple of plays on bookings for us here. Needs knocks one forward. Better than to come. He's not got there. Stewart. Oh, such a poor finish in the end from Stewart. And it looks like we're going to extra time. We've gone back balance for extra time. I'm going to tell him I'm not happy with that. Blazic is going to come off for Scaloni as our extra time. So we're going to start extra time. Can we find a winner here? We've got 15 minutes in each half, obviously. You know football. If you're watching this, you know football. I don't know why I'm explaining it. But I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous. Turner Cook into the area. Pulls one back for Gray. It's blocked. And what a save that is from Bettinelli. That is a huge save after the deflection on the shot. Stevenson's ball towards the back post. Scott can't win the header. Gray flicks on for Scaloni. That's the end of that highlight. Let's just encourage once again. 3.17 XG for us. And we're at half time in extra time. And apparently straight back out for the second half. Okay. Barnett with a chance here. Stevenson diving header clear. Mowat on the edge to Gilks, who's beat his man far too easily. Stevenson gets there just about. Scaloni clears to Turner Cook. Him and Stewart are the two freshest people really on the pitch, and that's such a poor touch from McConnell. Oh, there was a chance there, but that poor touch. Here is McConnell again. Chance to amend, and he's giving it away to Hackett. Scaloni wins it back. It's getting very scrappy in there. Scaloni for McConnell. Plays against Hackett once again, but Turner Cook picks it up. This is a penalty. Again, I don't think that was a penalty. Hackett isn't going to get sent off. He's going to be saved by that. Who's taking this one? It's got to be Norris. Yes! Come on. 8 minutes to go. And we have the lead. It's a second penalty in the game. Norris this time down the middle. Keeper goes the wrong way. It's 2-1. Can we hold on? We are going to hold on. It's a huge win. We're into the semi-finals. Grimsby are up next. Team that will be on the last game of the season. In 3 days' time, we are going to be exhausted for that. Of course, Grimsby have had a week to recover. McCoy is going to be out for 2 weeks, so that is likely his playoffs over. He'll be back in a second for that Grimsby game. Hull beat Halifax in the other first round game, so they will play Exeter. We, of course, play away against Grimsby. They beat us 4-1 at our place earlier this year, back in December. You can see there 4-1. And obviously, we played them on the final game of the season, which was actually their last game, where we beat them 1-0 to get into the playoffs ourselves. You can see their form has been patchy at the end of the season. They've also got an FA Trophy final to look ahead to as well, so you never know, eyes might be on that a little bit more. I'm actually going to take Collier off. There's so many tired players after extra time. So 2 changes this time around. Murray Jones in goal, Stevenson, Simpson Poussey comes in for Collier, who's on the bench. Scott and Leeds, Dixon, Blasic, Gray and Norris. Bell, and then Stewart comes in up top for Turner Cook. Nothing against Turner Cook at all, but I'm hoping for a similar, similar thing to how we went against Grimsby last week, where Stewart wears them out. We bring on the sub, and they go and get the win. We will tell them that they are the underdogs, but we will take pressure off everyone. Few players are motivated, just the one that is complacent, and we know Grimsby, we know how they play. So we played them literally a week ago, 2 games ago. It's going to be a very tough game, and there's a highlight straight from the opening kick-off. Billington looks forward. Scott plays against Helm, who of course scored a goal, I think, against us back at our place to set the scoring off. I'm pretty sure it was him. I've only just looked at it and I've already forgot. But we know how dangerous he can be, and he's found a great ball for Osula, who must score, does score. And this is a very poor start from us. Wide open at the back. The second time in 6 minutes. Just a long ball forward, and as we were talking about Helm, he bags the assist. Osula just chips it over Murray Jones at the last possible moment. And 1-0 down. We haven't had a shot yet. It's a bit of a worry. It is a bit of a worry. Goal kick from Grimsby. And they win the first and second ball. And now Helm hits the post. And he's offside anyway. we're going to drop that defensive line back because they're just getting so much room in behind us. Just demand more again. But this is not a good performance from us so far. We're having more of the ball, but we haven't had a single shot yet. There we go. As I say that, of course, we have one. Blazic. Poor touch, gives it away towards Osula to Davidson, who is just allowed to run with the ball. Pulls it back to Lee. Across to Woods. I thought they'd scored. We're going very attacking because, like I say, we're not doing anything at the moment, so we might as well go for it. Here's Blazic. Tries to find Dixon, does find Dixon, brings it down, pulls it across for Stewart. A couple of touches. Huge save from the goalkeeper, Oluwemi, who is, according to the Media Dream 11, the best goalkeeper in the league as well. Corner comes in towards the back post, header clear. Stewart back in. Bell was offside, I think. Fagacha stayed down. And maybe one final chance here before half-time. Needs ball in. Nobody in the area. Where is everyone there? Stewart. Yes, Leighton Stewart on the stroke of half-time. Oh. Just as I was moaning about nobody being in that area where the cross came in, it was actually Stewart's area where I'd have liked to have seen him. But because he wasn't there, he gets the knockdown from Blazic, a couple of touches, and he goes through the goalkeeper who should have done better. We do go in level at half-time. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy with their performance. We are going to go back to balance. Collier is going to come on. And because of that injury that we had last time out, Norris obviously comes in. We don't have a left back on the bench. In fact, that's our only defender on the bench. I don't think we change anything else. I think we'll stay with just that one change. Simpson Puse, who was, of course, nervous coming into that. Let's encourage. We have come alive now. And half an hour or so to go. Let's go back very attacking. We seem to play a lot better once we were constantly attacking. So let's just go for it. Johnson with a throw in his own corner. But we don't do enough to peg him in there. We've just allowed him to run down the line. Find Davidson, who easily beats his man. Collie gets back at him there well. His need to now brings it forward himself. Tries to find Bell. It's a great ball. Sam Bell hits the bar. And he hasn't had the best game. So, in fact, he will be the one that is replaced by Turner Cook. And I really want to take Needs off, but we don't. We do actually. McConnell's going to come on the right wing. Norris will drop back to left back, and Dixon will go on the left-hand side of that midfield. So that is all 3 changes made for us. Let's encourage them once again. Free kick from deep. Norris towards the back post. I think Turner Cook was offside, but he doesn't get there anyway. Helm will, and it's now 2-on-2. Stevenson's done well to force him wide, but he's found McLean. A great ball through to Young, who can square this for 2-1. He goes himself and he's missed. Brad Young should have squared that, and he should have been 2-1. We've gone back to balanced. And we are, what, 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes away from extra time once again. Collier to Stevenson. McConnell. In for Stewart. Dorset's going to be sent off here. That's going to be his second yellow. Dorset is off. Let's fire them up. Can we take advantage now of 10 men? I think it will go to extra time. It is going to go to extra time for our second game in a row. But Grimsby are down to 10. And do we make another change? I think Scalunier is the one again. No, he's not. Alcock's going to come on for Gray. Change my mind. Here we go. Extra time once again. Can I actually change that to, I don't know, McLean? Back to Johnson. Like I say, Grimsby now down to 10 men, so we need to take advantage of that. Norris misses the header though. Theodoro out for Lee. It's a great ball to Young. And what a save from Murray Jones. That is a crucial save. Let's go very attacking. Screw it. Let's throw caution to the wind. Helm to deliver this corner. Header clear. Woods on the edge of the area. Held up by Norris. Galede. Billington. Woods. Lee. Grimsby working this well. Crosses blocked down. Now Dixon can bring it forwards. Beats one. Stewart takes over there. Leighton Stewart, 1-on-1. Yes! Leighton Stewart. He's his 13th for the season. And we have the lead with 12 minutes left of... No, it's not. That's we've taken 10 minutes off. We've got 22 minutes left of stoppage time. We've got 7 minutes until half time in extra time. I'm all over the place here. This is a huge result as it stands. We've gone cautious. We're going to praise. With them having 10 men, you know, it's going to be very, very tough for them to push forward. Now we have 15 minutes to go. Can we? I know what I want. That's the one I want. Oh. Can we see this out? Home with a corner. We do head that clear. Woods on the edge of the area. Gets past the tackle. Back to Lee. Johnson gets past the tackle as well. Lee in for Theodoro. God damn it. 10 men, Grimsby equalise with 10 minutes left in extra time. And it was just a couple of missed tackles from us that we should have won, and somehow Scott loses his man, and it's an absolute rocket of a volley past the goalkeeper. We have gone back to attacking now. He is onside. Stewart on for his hat-trick. Dixon with a throw-in to Alcock, McConnell, Stevenson. Crosser towards Collier. Yes! Toby Collier. But a small guy, 5'11", you know, a lot of women consider that small, not me, has a crucial goal once again this season. It's 3-2. What a header that is. No idea what the goalkeeper's doing, by the way. Absolutely no idea what he's doing. It's praise once again. We have one additional minute. Yes! We have been the second best team in the league. We are in the playoff final. After back-to-back games of extra time. That is huge. That red card was a game changer. Especially considering how bad we started that game. We were so poor early on. But we came alive. Collier, we'll praise your passing. We are into the playoff final. Let's just proceed a day or two to find out who we will be playing. Will be either Hartlepool or Exeter. Oh, I can't believe we're in the final from, you know, 5-6 games to go, not looking like we had any chances, to now being one game away from the Football League. And Exeter beat Hartlepool 6-3. Okay. Takeover talks back away. By the way, back on. There we go. Stewart gets his goal bonus. Exeter, you know, we're unbeaten in 3 against them. Yes, we lost 6-0 to them. Our first season back in the league. But we're unbeaten against them this season. We beat them 2-1 early in the season, coming from behind. And then we drew 1-1, 2 early goals back in January on New Year's Day. We're going to be back for that final. How long have we got? We have, I think it's a week, isn't it? Yeah, 7 days. We're coming back for that final. we're nearly there. So it's playoff final time at Wembley. We come into face an Exeter side that won 8 of their last 9, only losing to Oldham. Very, very dangerous team. They also have the joint top scorers in the league with Lavercombe and Devante Cole, who we're going to have to try and keep quiet as much as possible. Galbraith is third on assists as well, so they are a very, very good team. They did finish in second place, so they are actually the second best team, not Grimsby, who we beat last time out. And this is what we're going with today. We've got Murray Jones in goal, Stevenson, Collier, Scott and Needs as a back four, Dixon, Blasic, Gray and Norris in midfield with Stewart and Bell on the up top, Simpson, Poussey, McConnell, Turner, Cook, Scalunier and Alcock on the bench. Actually, I've changed my mind. Pye's going to come onto the bench for Simpson, Poussey, who I don't trust enough for this game. Pye hasn't played much at all this season, but I think if we do need a defensive player, I trust Pye a bit more in this situation. It's going to be a very, very tough game. I'm not expecting anything at all. We're going to tell all the players that we don't have any expectations. There's no pressure on us at all. Exeter come out with a 4-2-3-1 formation. So obviously Lavercombe, Cole, Galbraith, all very, very dangerous players that we need to try and keep as quiet as possible in our 4-4-2. Trip out to Wembley is here. Like I say, we're not expecting anything at all in this one. I won't lie, it wouldn't surprise me if Exeter riot and put a few past us. But hopefully, you know, we can get a decent result, and 3 very early bookings for Exeter here, followed by 1 for Dixon. So that could be something that we can exploit if we can get, you know, the ball, run a couple of these that are on bookings, try and draw fouls out of them. Here is Galbraith. Stewart wins it back. Stevenson looks forward, but nobody is forward because obviously Stewart had come back to win the ball. Rhodes into Galbraith, dispossessed. Gray now brings it forward, holds it up, and Galbraith takes it back off him. And now we'd run forward. Collier, though, covers well. And it's a little bit scrappy in midfield. Neither team can really keep hold of the ball. Norris back to Scott, in for Gray. Back to Scott. Needs. Blasic back to Scott. Gray turns and finds a pass for Stewart over the top. Leighton Stewart gives us the lead 20 minutes into this game. It's a wonderful ball from Gray to find Stewart. It's his 50th goal for the club, and what a time to get it at Wembley in a playoff final. Superb ball from Gray. Stewart easily passed his man for pace, took a couple of touches to set the ball, but then gives himself the angle to slot it past the goalkeeper, give us the lead. 20 minutes into this game, completely against run of play. Just our second shot of the game, both of them on target as well, which is quite nice to see us being clinical for once. But a long way to go in this game. Demetriou with the throw-in, cleared out. Bell probably won't bring that down, doesn't. Here is Demetriou once again, in for Pemberton. McGlon. It'd have been a cracking goal from there. Always a bit high and a bit wide, trying to whip it into that top corner. We're now trying to build something from this throw-in. Needs, goes back to Scott. He plays it across to Collier. Blasic gives it back to him. Stevenson. Should have gone back to Blasic there, really, but we work it across to Scott regardless. He now looks downfield, but nobody really in the area. Here's Rhodes. It's quite a big pitch at Wembley as well, which I think everyone knew, but that could play a part later in this game. Don't forget, we've had extra time, 2 games in a row. Pemberton now bringing it forward. Past the tackle, cross towards the edge of the area. After 2 penalties in our last game, we've now given 1 away, which looked very, very harsh. Devante Cole scores, keeping us the right way, but he tucks it into the bottom corner. 32 for the season for Devante Cole. And yeah, the less said about the penalty, I think the better. You can see the entire team is angry, anxious, furious at that call from the referee. And it looks like we're going in at half-time 1-1 from, not the most ideal call in the world. Okay, we've managed to anger Blasic. Now, do we make any changes at half-time? I don't think we do. Dixon maybe. McConnell, he's worse on fitness, he's on the booking and wasn't playing very well. So we will make that change at half-time. Plenty of shots on target in the game for a game that's 1-1. Norris brings it forward, plays in Bell. Should have been a better ball really. He has to hold up to get the ball. It needed to be played in front of him and then shoots from range. And let's encourage once again. You can see down here in the match momentum just above my head that it has been virtually all Exeter this game. Horgan with a short goal kick. Humphreys now goal kick. It's a free kick. Rhodes to Galbraith. And we are forcing Exeter pretty deep here. Ball downfield. Scott brings it down. Across to Stevenson, who's now on a booking. He finds a good ball into the channel for Stewart. Can he pull across in and goes back to Stevenson? Goes past his man. Stevenson, saved by Lee, over the bar for a corner ball. Do we make any changes before this corner? Collier's not having the best game, but I don't really want to take him off. No, we're not making any changes. We're going to leave it as it is. It's encouraged once again. Stevenson with the corner. Header clear. I thought for a second Scott was going to get there, but not to be. 15 minutes to go. It's still one apiece. Extra time potentially awaits once again here. Pemberton keeps it alive. Balls one across. Needs heads clear. Warbank. Humphreys. Galbraith from range. Murray Jones pushes it out for a corner. Let's demand more from this team now. Let's ask to see a little bit more. Galbraith with the corner. 10 minutes to go. Keeper claims. And I think we're actually going to go cautious. Just with how Exeter have been dominating this game, I don't want to leave ourselves open late on. Stevenson into McConnell. Blasic. McConnell, Stewart now holds it up and gives it away. It's just situations like that. Good tackle from McConnell. Five minutes to go. And it looks like we're going to have extra time for a third game in a row. I'm going to tell them once again, I'm not happy with the performance out there. Blasic is going to come off for Scalunier. We do have another 2 changes to make. Bell is going to come off for Turner Cook. And I'm hesitating to take Collier and Scott off. Because even though they're not fully fit, they're not having a great game, I know they can be difference makers. So we're going to send them back out. We still have 1 sub potentially to make. Let's encourage everyone once again. Try and keep heads held high. And half time and extra time. No highlights in the first half. 15 minutes for someone to find a winner. We have a highlight straight from the opening kickoff in the second half of extra time. Ball out to Sparks. And now Sparks once again in a bit of space on that wing. Williams knocks the ball forward. Lavercombe's going to get there. Back to Sparks. A lot of space. Back to Lavercombe. It's not a penalty! Oh my god! 2 horrendous penalty decisions once again from a referee. This time in a playoff final, Horgan scores. It's 2-1 to Exeter. And that is an absolute disgrace. We had the three on the opening game of the season. Two of them weren't penalties. Two in the playoff final. It's a disgrace from this referee. Absolutely atrocious. We berated the team. It's not their fault. We've gone very attacking. Exeter have completely outplayed us here. And we're going to lose thanks to the referee. Well done, ref. Well done. Absolute joke. We lose once again in the playoff final. Third time in 5 years we've lost in the final. In 6 years, sorry. And that one... Oh, that one hurts so much because that has been decided by the referee. Two horrendous penalty decisions. Absolutely horrendous. I'm absolutely raging. I am furious. Who was the referee? Lloyd Wood. Absolute joke, mate. Absolute joke. He's only given 3 penalties all season before, and that's... Oh. Exeter have been handed away into the Football League. And we'll be back on Friday to start a new season. We go again. Can't believe it. Thank you very much for watching. See you on Friday for a new one. Bye bye.